Good morning. Today is Wednesday, March the 8th. The time right now in Singapore is 11:03 in the morning, and what a night it was overnight. On Wall Street itself, all major markets has a massive move, except cryptocurrencies, which basically maintain a sea of calm. All other asset class started to move aggressively last night on the back of the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, actually testifying in front of Congress, and what he said last night shook the market violently, because he did mention something like the market, he's prepared to, or rather the Federal Reserve is prepared to hike rates even more aggressive than the market has expected. So that gave the market the basis for taking off the money off the table, and we can see a massive sell-off across many asset classes, and also a very strong rally in the dollar. Okay, so let's go through one by one. In the Dow Jones, we can see that overnight we can see this massive pullback based on what we have seen so far, basically erasing what gain the market have actually achieved since last Thursday. So at the beginning of yesterday, the market, in fact yesterday afternoon, on Tuesday, we can see the market actually stabilized and wanting to go up, and before the market actually opens in New York, the market was basically holding near yesterday's the previous day's closing price, and the moment the chairman actually make that remark, the market immediately sold off violently, and we can see that the Dow Jones actually lost 1.72%, in the process lost something like 575 points. Okay, the current market price for Dow Jones right now is 32,856. So we can see that the Dow Jones has basically returned back most of its gain for last week, and now is on course to take out the 32,500 and route to 32,200 level. So this was originally my target, because I did mention on the way down from 34,712, this three-wave pullback does not look complete, and the ideal level in which I would like to see prices at will be at 32,200 at the minimum. And right now, with this latest development, it looks like we may actually see that happen. So the key here is 32,500. Most likely it will be taken up tonight. Okay, and tonight we have the Fed chairman again testifying in front of the House Senate committee. So basically, he's probably going to repeat what he said last night, and I think the market will not take it very kindly this time. Okay, so on the S&P 500, the market did not fall as fierce as the Dow Jones. It lost something like 1.5% to just under 4,000 points. You can see that this basically erased everything that it gains over the last 3 trading days, and we can see the market right now is in danger of taking out last week low at 3,928. And if this is the case, and if this accelerates below the rising channel for this, I think the market is going to go all the way down. Okay, so be careful about holding on to longs, because this market looks like it's about to collapse. Okay, over in the Nasdaq, the market dropped the least. The market only fell something like 1.2% overnight for a loss of 150 points. So on this basis, the Nasdaq is a lot stable, and it has not lost back all the gain that he has managed to achieve last week. It is still above last Thursday price, basically. So based on what we are seeing in the Dow as well as in the S&P 500, there's every possibility the Nasdaq will eventually be pulled down as well below 11,830. Okay, so this will be the immediate target for this market. So basically, we will have to see how the market reacts as the days unfolds, especially into Friday's non-farm payroll. Okay, over in Asia, we can see the Nikkei 225 has moved against all odds. It's actually trading higher. At the get-go, we can see that Nikkei actually been trading higher, and it is the highest for the year so far. The intraday high is 28,431, which is the highest so far he has achieved. And based on this different kind of sentiment at work here, the market may actually come back to challenge the 28,500 in very short notice. Okay, over in the Hang Seng, we can see the prices are beginning to unravel. Although we have an up move yesterday in the morning, but it ended very badly towards the second half of the day, creating a bit of uncertainty. And this morning, it decided that it wants to go in line with the Wall Street overnight movements, and is currently trading just above the 20,000 levels. So every possibility will break last week's low at 19,728. So we can see prices are likely to move even lower, and if it breaks this level, which is let me see what the level is. If the market break this level on the on the daily basis, then this market is going to go all the way down. 19,300 is the point here. To be exact, 19,303 is where the market needs to hold. If the market cannot hold at this level, the entire rally from 14,597 is going to be over, and we're going to see a new pattern unfold. Okay, over in China, we can see the CSI 300 has taken out below the rising channel. Right now, it is just a sign that the market may not actually be able to sustain much longer, but immediately even beyond this rising channel, the immediate support based on a three-way pullback, we should be able to see a challenge of the 4,000 points. Right now we are at 4,027. This bracket of prices is anything between 3,917 to 3,965. So this area here may actually hold the market if there is no further sell-off. Okay, so do watch out for buyers to re-emerge around these levels. Okay, over in commodities, we can see that crude oil prices continue to charge higher just before the just before the Fed chairman testimonial, and we can see that the prices actually unraveled aggressively. It lost something like more than $3 from a high of $80.90. It just missed my profit taking point, which I actually placed a profit taking point at $82, and somehow it did not come. But we still have a chance because although the dollar is strong, but we have underlying competing factor at work here. We have tight supply going on in the States, so maybe that could actually be a factor to consider. But based on the dollar movement, the dollar right now is super strong, and if that is the case, it is actually a counter current to all commodity prices, including crude oil. Okay, so we can see natural gas actually managed to hold out very, very well. Natural gas actually ended the day with a marginal gain of with a bit of marginal gain, because on Friday, on the day before, which is Monday, market closed at $2.57. Last night it managed to close at $2.68. So it's actually gained a bit of ground, although currently in Asia it is losing a little bit of ground so far. But by and large, you can see that if this is a three-wave push, then there's every possibility market may actually test the $3.56 eventually. Okay, I'm basically long natural gas, and I want to see how market actually unfolds. Over in the gold market, this is basis the COMEX gold prices, and we can see yesterday we saw a massive pullback in gold prices. This come on the back of a very a resurgent dollar. Okay, like I said, a strong dollar is actually a counter current to all commodity prices, including gold as well. And good thing is the day before on Monday, I saw this move struggling, and I actually exit all my long positions. So I actually managed to escape this sell-off last night. If not, I'll be back to square one. So basically, this is a move that the market may actually go down a lot lower to maybe test a $1,800 level. Okay, so this is based on three-wave pattern. Okay, so we have to see how this three-wave pattern actually unfolds. Would it be something more serious? Which I think it may be, because I've always maintained that the cycle for precious metals will not bottom until somewhere in April or May. So we have another 1.5 months more to go before April ends. So we can see that until then, the market cycle is in favor to the downside for gold and precious metals at large. Okay, over in silver market, we can see the silver continue to sell off. Currently it's trading below the $20 per ounce. It's currently trading at $19.97, and it looks like it may actually go down a lot lower to test the $19 level. Okay, I have a target at $18.94, so let's see whether the market can actually get there. Okay, over the dollar, we can see that the dollar index, you can see that dollar index has a very aggressive gain, and this morning on it actually extended its gain to the year's high so far. So based on the dollar index, it's at 105.80 currently, and it looks like it may actually push even higher. My target for this move is 108.19 basis the dollar index futures. Okay. Of course, if the dollar is strong, the other currency will have to pull back, and that is especially so in the major currencies. We can see that the euro dollar, having tested a high of 106.95, did not quite manage to hold on to its gain, and actually got slammed down. And right now, based on the closing price itself, it is about at the lowest since the beginning of the year. So we can see that this is about to show us that the dollar is coming back in a big way, and immediate target is 104, 104.30. Okay, 104.30 looks to be a target that I think is quite achievable. So if the market take out 102.22, and then everything changes very dramatically, because this means that the rebound from 95, 09535 all the way to 110 is over, and the market is resuming its larger degree downtrend. Okay. Over in the sterling, we can see that the market has actually decided that it wants to go down after having consolidated within the band of 119.15 to 121.50. The market resolved to the downside after 2 weeks of consolidation, and this is currently at the lowest level for 2023. So it does not present a very neat picture going forward. It does look like we may see even lower prices going forward for sterling. Okay, so over in the Aussie, we also saw a very aggressive sell-off. Despite the RBA yesterday actually hiked rates one more round, and instead of the Aussie rising, the Aussie is actually sold off on the back of what the Fed chairman said last night. And you can see that this move here is pretty aggressive, and it may actually continue to go down because the RBA have a signal that they are likely to pause the rate hike for a while. So overnight with that statement, speculators would not have to worry about higher interest rate for Australia dollars. So meaning to say that if on the back of this very aggressive and very hawkish view by the Fed chairman, it does not give any consolation to those people who are holding long Aussie position. In fact, it is right now more advantageous to be holding short position in the Aussie. Okay, that coupled with the weakness in the gold market, of course, compound the weakness in the Aussie market. Currently, it's at 0.6577, and it is again at the lowest levels for the 2023 so far. Okay, over in dollar yen, we did not see a very massive run up, although prices has been reacting to the upside this morning. High so far this morning is at 137.68. Sorry, 137.68, correct. And it looks like it's going to challenge the immediate hurdle here is 138.17 levels. Okay, so my target has all the while been maintained at 139, and that 139 looks to be quite achievable with this new development as far as interest rate is concerned. Okay, over in dollar CAD, we can see a more resolute rise in the exchange rate in favor of the dollar. Right now, with this three-wave rally, the market is right now in my sweet zone at 137.41 to 138.54. So the market has technically hit my target level, so be very careful where it will go. But if the market should surge beyond 138.55 and then take out 139.78, then I think everything is gone. The market will now favor the long dollar scenario. Okay. Now, the only market that did not really react in any big way is actually the cryptocurrency market. The market did not move anywhere near as aggressive as the other asset classes. Yes, Bitcoin did went out to a marginal low, but it did not go down in the same magnitude of a loss that we saw in equity markets or even in the currency markets. So we can see that eventually the Bitcoin is likely to drift lower to test the 21,500 levels to as low as 21,000. So I'm actually looking to buy. Okay, previously whatever I have bought, I have squared off, and now I'm looking to reposition at a lower level, and I hope that this one it will be a right move. Okay, over in Ethereum, it was even more stable than Bitcoin. It hardly moved at all, so it has been consolidating for the last 5 trading sessions, and it looks like eventually it will probably give way to the downside. My target for this move to the downside in a 3-way pullback from the high of 1,742 is actually between 1,450 to 1,495. So between this bracket of prices, actually I am actually placing an order to buy, and I think that this 3-way rally will hold, and then it will maybe create a condition for another push higher. This is all I have for you. Now, remember, tonight we still have the Fed chairman testifying in front of the House Senate Committee. So whatever he said last night is probably going to be repeated again, and that will reinforce the negative outlook for equity markets in favor of the dollar. So if you're holding on to dollar position, well and good. If you're holding to long, well and good. If you're holding to short, maybe you want to exit. And if you're holding long to equities, maybe it's time to bail out as well. And also, of course, for gold market right now, it's looking a bit soft. It's likely to go even to lower prices going forward. So the big number to watch out for will be this Friday non-farm payroll. So we have another 48 hours to go before that. And in the meantime, stay safe and stay profitable. Bye-bye. Take care.